toe-to-toe with Wagner Group mercenaries in the 10-month fight for the besieged city of Bakhmut in eastern Ukraine. A Ukrainian commander has been filmed taking out multiple Wagner thugs in a rare 11-minute point-of-view video depicting his company's fight for the last road to Bakhmut. The astonishing footage, posted by the Wagner Company of the Da Vinci Wolves, a highly celebrated, long-standing outfit of the Ukrainian armed forces who helped defend Mariupol prior to its occupation last May, shows the moment they came face-to-face with the Wagner Group. Ukrainian Eastern Group of Forces spokesperson Colonel Serhiy Chervedy said that Russian and Ukrainian forces engaged in 34 combat clashes in Bakhmut in the last 24 hours as Putin's men ramp up their attempts to encircle the city. The footage, believed to be from earlier this month, opens with a Russian attack on a bunker in which Ukrainian soldiers are taking shelter in land adjacent to the 00506 highway. The road, which snakes from the town of Chasiv Yar into Bakhmut from the western side, is the only remaining major supply route to Ukrainian forces still holding out against the Wagner Group. The northeast regions of the city clockwise down to the southwest are largely under Russian occupation after more than 10 months of fighting. Protection of this last highway to permit supplies in and a potential withdrawal out are vital to the lives of the Ukrainian soldiers fighting in the city. In the footage, the Wagner Company is urged to the first trench after a Russian grenade explodes at the mouth of their shelter, prompting the commander to scream. Orcs have jumped in. The term orcs, in reference to Lord of the Rings, is what Ukrainians often call Russian soldiers. The company commander then proceeds to shoot his way out of the shelter and onto the land above, shielded only by the cover fire of his soldiers. He proceeds to shoot 2 Wagner mercenaries attempting to advance on the positions of his soldiers below. After reloading multiple times and eliminating the immediate threats, he calmly says to his soldiers, "Guys, one come to me." He then orders the other soldiers to the right trench. As Ukraine's war generals prepare for counteroffensives, only a small, hardy cohort of its soldiers have been tasked with defending the last corner of Bakhmut, drawing Russia's Wagner Group and the newly mobilized VDV Special Forces into the battle and away from future targets. But Russia is gaining significant territory in the besieged city of Bakhmut, though not without great expense to its personnel, after months of marginal gains. Donetsk People's Republic DNR advisor Yan Gagin claimed that Russian forces control about 90% of the city, while the Institute for the Study of War assessed Russian control at 87.9%. That is roughly a 10% gain according to ISW estimates in less than a week, showing that the attack is accelerating. The commander of a Ukrainian Territorial Defense Brigade, Colonel Dmytro Zavorotnyuk, noted that Russian forces in Bakhmut are now attacking in squad-sized assault groups of 5 to 6 people, having abandoned their old World War I style over-the-top advances. Draining battle leaves Ukraine battered. Russia rising. There is nothing patriotic about an American flag, a Ukrainian flag, nor is there anything treasonous about an American questioning unlimited support for a foreign nation in a foreign war. To recognize that Ukraine will not defeat Russia without much greater American intervention is not a pro-Russian, it is pro-reality. "5 months ago, when we wrote that Bakhmut would eventually fall to the Russians, some readers of these pages scoffed at us. Didn't we understand that Ukraine was winning the war? Well, the Ukrainians put up a remarkable defense in what has become the bloodiest battle of the 21st century. But most of Bakhmut, including the vital rail lines, has fallen. It took longer than we expected, but this defeat has made it even less likely that Ukraine can re-establish its 2014 borders without the direct intervention of NATO troops. How often have we heard that poorly trained, poorly led, poorly equipped Russian troops, many of them mercenaries and ex-convicts, have suffered staggering losses and been driven back from territory they initially captured?